I was doing a video and then was like, I'm just gonna do it live. I give it a minute for people to come in. How are you guys doing today? There's some stuff on the side right here. I'm just gonna, there we go. That way YouTube can alert people and then we could talk. I'm gonna, my shirt. I got this on Shein, which I've shopped on Shein and Temu. Okay. I've shopped on Shein and Temu. I really do like them because you can get quite a few things. My husband hates it, but I like it because I can get quite a few things and not pay up the wazoo. Hello, Cigar. Hello, how you doing? So I did end up getting the P.O. box. I did put it in the chat below, and I figured that I would like to do that, and people were talking about like sending me letters and all that sort of stuff, so I thought that that could be really fun. And then somebody did tell me to do a Temu or Shein unboxing, so so I thought that I would go ahead and do that. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? How are you guys doing out there? I'm getting ready to take my daughter to her friend's house. Well, actually, she's going to be the one driving. So she's going to be the one driving to her friend's house. She does have her permit. She's had it since the end of June. And so I'm going to let her drive there. I do have the Be Patient student driver, and I put it all around my car. I think I have 2 magnets on the right side, 1 magnet on the left side, and 2 magnets on the back. And so I figured that my son's playing a video game and I like keep glancing over there. Hello, Anel. Hello, hello. Hi, Mary. How are you? So the P.O. box is set up for me to do the unboxing and have Shein go there and to Temu and all that. And then the other thing I was thinking of is I kind of did some research, since it doesn't look like I have SSCD. And it does look like the popping, crackling, stuffy ears, it looks like it might be a side effect from benzos. Thank you, Mary. I'm so glad that you're here. I love when you guys jump on. I feel like I'm talking to my friends. Oh, you like my hair? Thank you so, so much. I just went and put some more highlights in to kind of drown out the gray. Do I take anything now? I do. I take trazodone at night, or maybe hydroxyzine. The reason that I do that, and I know people are, you know, stay off of everything, but the reason I can't is because I will stay in bed and I won't sleep for days. And I figure if I can get through the benzo withdrawal, and hopefully that clears up my ear congestion problems, clicking, then the trazodone will be a little easier to come off of. I've heard many people don't have such a problem with it, and that's kind of what I want to do. Otherwise, I just can't sleep. And even taking the trazodone, I still wake up in the middle of the night and have a really hard time going back to sleep. But then at least I get a little bit of sleep. So it's a little bit easier, but the benzo withdrawal or the benzo insomnia, it just, at 6 months out, I just have to do something to help, because I do have kids. They do have to go to, you know, school. I have to get up, and so, yes, I do take some stuff, but I take the less harsh stuff just to help, or hydroxyzine, which helps with sleep and anxiety, and that's something that you don't have to withdraw from. So yeah, you like my hair. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to see. You seem to be doing fine lately. Oh, Mary, that's amazing. So the last couple days, you're doing a lot better. Subscribed, like done, my sister. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Things are settling down for you. Very, very nice. I'm so, so happy to hear that. I think of you often. I think of you guys so often. So beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, I definitely know that you've had such a hard time. Hi, Junka. I'm terrible at saying names, so thank you so, so much. I don't want this to speak. Why did you take benzos in the first place? I know so many of you have heard this story, and I'm just going to kind of just skate right through it and just the cliff notes of it. I had postpartum depression and anxiety 3 times. My third baby, I was a surrogate, so I had to take estrogen and progesterone. I had to take injections, and that made my anxiety level like through the roof. And so I was put on a benzo because I had really bad anxiety and I wasn't sleeping. By the time the postpartum anxiety went away, I had already been on it a month, and I tried to stop it, and the withdrawals were just too severe. So I ended up just staying on it because I was scared. And then 7 months later, it was starting to become hard to find with the pharmacy. The pharmacy would be on back order for a couple weeks, or, you know, it would just start to become a problem. And so, I'm getting messages and just a lot going on. And so it started to become a problem, and my doctor wanted me to come off of it. She was telling me, you know, we're going to start titrating you down. And I was just, it just had to happen because of so many different things. And I knew I wanted to get off of it, but I wasn't getting off of it because I was scared. So that's the reason I was on it. That's the reason I was on it for so long. And that's the reason I came off of it, because I was afraid of being pulled off of it really quick. I was only on 1 milligram of clonazepam, and I titrated down. And then once I was down to equivalent to 4 milligrams of Valium, they switched me right over to the 4 milligrams of Valium, and I kept going down until I hit 2 milligrams of Valium, and then I came off of it. I did go to rehab. That was a crazy story in itself. They wanted to up my dose. I didn't want that, which made me go cold turkey from the 2 milligrams. How's the heat? The heat is terrible. We're in a heat advisory, and I think it's 115, 116, 17 today. Yesterday and today was a heat advisory, so we like stayed inside. Yeah, it's like 100 and something. It's crazy hot. Anal, no, I'm not. I am not single. Just tell them to watch your videos from the beginning. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and start with the first video, which I think I started day 4. It kind of goes into detail. And then also it talks about my rehab stay. So you can kind of get the full story if you guys start with video 1. So yeah, kids are home for another month, and I finally did the P.O. box, which I'm excited about, and the ear pressure and all of that looks like it might have came from the benzodiazepines. I was torn between the SSCD, allergies, eustachian tube problems, migraines, or benzos. That was like the list that the doctors gave me of the reason why I'm having these problems. And little by little, I, did eustachian tube surgery. I did decongestants and allergy pills. I did migraine medication. And so throughout the process, I kind of feel like it might be the benzo withdrawal. I'm just really hoping I didn't do permanent damage. I'm hoping that it's something that could be reversed. That is my hope, that it's something that the more I'm off the benzos, the better I will feel. because I can't travel right now with the ear pressure. It's just too intense as I, change altitudes. It's just too intense. So I am hoping that it gets better. And then I developed this rash. I have a little bit right here. It's literally like this rash all down my left side. And that's getting better. So I'm so thankful that everything is starting to relax. My husband's birthday was the day he flew out to go to his sister's wedding. And so he flew out on his birthday. And then a couple days later was Father's Day. And so we celebrated yesterday. We went to sushi. And hold on one second. We went to sushi and celebrated, and we had some friends come out and celebrate, which was so, so fun. So yeah, I just want to keep moving forward, and I feel like the dizziness is one of my worst symptoms right now, the insomnia and the dizziness. Thank you, Cigar. Let me know what you guys did for 4th of July and, how you guys are feeling. Thank you for letting me know, Mary. I pray for you and Tara and JR and Waves and Donna Marie and all of them. We'll get through this together, which is amazing. And if you're new here, please start with video 1 because it kind of goes into detail about all this stuff. Cindy Salt. These pills are the hardest to get off of. I have been on them for 40 years for anxiety disorder. Now that I am in my 60s, they are not agreeing with me like they used to. I am so scared. So Cindy, what dose are you on? And I do have to say that I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is just my experience and kind of things I've learned along the way. So I just wanted to say that I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. You're so welcome, Mary. So welcome. So Cindy, what dose are you on? And Cindy, have you seen the Ashton manual? I know a lot of people have seen it, but the Ashton manual is really helpful when it comes to withdrawing. You kind of have to listen to your body. You can't just go on the Ashton manual. You have to listen to your body as well, because the Ashton manual can feel a little too fast. So if it's feeling too fast, then you want to listen to your body. You want to slow it down. But it's a good guide. Ashay, hello, good evening. How are you now? 6 months off. I'm definitely starting to feel better, which is amazing. Like, I'm starting to feel like my brain can think again. And I join now. Can you please repeat today's topic? We're just talking about like withdrawal, benzodiazepines, any type of withdrawal, and, what we're going through in life, and just kind of, talking about what we have going on. But it's mostly wrapped around withdrawal. Are you still there, Cindy? Let me know your guys' story. It's funny because we are given this medicine to help with anxiety, and as we do it, it makes our anxiety worse, and then you can't get off of it, and then you build up a tolerance, and it is. Are we talking about drugs here? We're talking about like psychiatric prescription drugs that we're coming off of. 1 milligram, 3 Ds a day. Oh, is it diazepine, Cindy? You're on 3 diazepam a day, 1 milligram? I did not hear of the Ashton manual, but I will look into it. Thank you. You're so welcome. So yeah, look into the Ashton manual. It definitely will give you a guide of how to come off of it. But for me, it was too fast. So I slowed it way down. And for doctors to say, if you do it correctly, you will have no symptoms. I have yet to find someone who tapers down and has no symptoms. I have yet to find somebody who has no symptoms. So don't let that scare you. Take it day by day. Sometimes I took it minute by minute. I built a YouTube channel so I could get on there every day, and that was my therapy, and I can vent. I could tell you guys what I'm feeling. I could go back and be like, last week I was having these symptoms, but these symptoms are getting better. And then I would look back a month and, oh wow, I am getting better. And so do whatever you need to do to get through the dark days, where you can either do a YouTube or a diary or anything like that, just so you can look back, because the healing is so slow that I needed something to look back on and see my progress. And so I was like, I'm going to do YouTube. Why don't you do a webinar? Everyone will join to tell a story. This will make a connection among all benzodiazepines. I would love to do a webinar. I just would have no idea how to start it. I would have no idea how to like go about setting something like that up, but I would love to do it. I could do where I invite people to talk on this channel. That would be kind of cool. I just don't know how I'd set up a webinar. Pause. Post-acute withdrawal syndrome. Yeah, I do think a lot of people on here have had that. Yes, 3 milligrams a day. I was on Xanax, and now they put me on Ativan. Thank you again, and bless you. You too, Cindy. I come on here like 3 days a week. So if it's helpful, then you know where to find me. And we have a lot of people in here usually that come on here every time I'm on a live. They're amazing, amazing people. And so you could, pop on here if you're struggling or whatever. And then that way you could talk about your symptoms and get some like advice or with people who have been through it. But let me know how you're doing and all of that. If you would, that would be really awesome. What are the most common symptoms of PAWS? Foggy thinking, trouble remembering, urges and craving, irritability or hostile sleep disturbance, insomnia or vivid dreams, fatigue, issues with fine motor coordination, stress, sensitivity, anxiety. Yeah, which is hard, Jackson, because I feel like those are just regular symptoms of withdrawal. So it's really hard to think of what is what, because like regular withdrawal had a lot of those. The whole story with oxycodone in America is crazy. I only found out recently. Daimon, is that what you're on? You're on oxycodone? So I'm getting ready to take my daughter to take me to her friend's house for her to do babysitting, which I'm super excited about because I need her to like be out of the house as much as possible, just so they can wear their energy out. I was on Ativan 1 milligram 3 times a day, and my psych abruptly stopped it. That's crazy. I can't stand when that happens. I went to a regular doctor, put on 0.5 only. 20, not every day. Oh, wow. So they put you on a lower dose. So they cold turkeyed you, and then you went to a different doctor and they put you on a lower dose. So how are you doing now, Elena? Wow, that's insane. It makes me so mad because doctors will look at you like you're crazy, like you can't withdraw from this medicine. And it's like, if you just took a minute to listen to our stories, you would find out that you have terrible withdrawal that last months, years. They last forever. We're getting ready to buy a couch, so I'm just trying to figure out how to do that online. I want to go in the store and do that, so I got some stuff going on that kind of will keep me busy this week. Because if I sit here, I kind of dwell on my symptoms, and I'm going to start painting, and I'm going to do all that stuff. No, I am not. I just recently got exposed to the real story behind it. Okay. Did you watch the, what is the documentary about it? It's crazy because benzodiazepines is on the rise. Like, people, I mean, it's millions and millions and millions of people are given benzodiazepines, and I can pretty much assure that all of those people have no idea what they're in for, unless they want to take it forever. Some people say, I'll just take it forever, it's fine. Elena, I'm not doing well at all. My doctor said I'm not dying. My doctor said I'm not dying from it, so I should be okay. I feel nauseous, anxiety through the roof, terrible dreams. Is this normal? Wow. So the doctor just says you're not dying, so you're fine. Yeah, so nauseous, not having an appetite, anxiety, not sleeping, vivid dreams, tremors, body aches. Some people have akathisia, like a burning sensation, nerve damage, foggy brain. I mean, literally the list goes on and on and on and on. And so for your doctor to say that, like, is so hurtful. That's hurtful that they would say that. And actually, you can die from benzodiazepine withdrawal and alcohol. So the whole, like, you're not dying. When I went to the rehab place, they told me that you could die from benzos and alcohol. So for doctors to say that is beyond frustrating. Maybe you should look into a different doctor, and that way you could taper down, like, slower. I feel if I ask a doctor, they're going to think I'm nuts or an addict. I also suffer from synergic non-epileptic seizures, which is stress related too. So be careful, because when you withdraw from benzodiazepines, it can cause seizures. So if you already have a history of that, that could be very dangerous. What I would do is I would call a psychiatrist. I think psychiatrists are the one that do the drugs, not the psychologist. One or the other. One of them does the medication route. I would call them. I wouldn't do a normal doctor, because normal PCPs, they have stricter guidelines when it comes to that. I worked for a doctor's office. I was the esthetician, and my doctor is my friend. I worked with her, and I was the esthetician, and she was the nurse practitioner. So, so with that said, I feel like going to a psychiatrist or psychologist, one of the ones that prescribe the medicine, they have a little bit more leeway when it comes to prescribing it. They're not under the microscope as much because they're trained in psychiatric medications. So I would call one of them and I would talk to them about your situation, and most likely you'll get somebody who really wants to help. If you don't get somebody who helps, move on to the next person, because there are a lot of really caring people out there. I wouldn't go to primary care doctors, though. I would go to a specialist that does psychiatric medication. I think it is a psychologist. Anyway, if you Google specialize in psychiatric medication, I think you'll you'll get some good answers. I think a lot of doctors are not prescribing as much. I could be wrong. Um, I do think so. I think it's calming down a lot. Which I like that they're not prescribing a lot. However, if you're already on it, I don't like how they're going about that. Because, like, if you come into them and you're not on it, I can honestly say try different drugs first. Maybe benzos are not the first line of treatment. I wish I would have tried other things before turning to benzos. If I would have known what I know now, I would have tried trazodone, I would have tried hydroxyzine. I would have tried the less harmful drugs before I would have taken the benzo. But if you're already on benzos and you're going to a doctor and you're like, I want to come off this and that, like, the whole I'm not prescribing it is like, well, I'm already on it. You're just going to rip me off of it. But I do think you're right, Mary. I think it's going to come to a oxycodone or an opiate. When they stopped prescribing that, they were like, oh, we have a crisis, and they stopped prescribing it. And then people who really needed it, who were in excruciating pain, couldn't get it because it was too often prescribed. And I think that's another reason why I got off the benzos, is because I was afraid of that happening. It becoming oh my God, we're in a crisis. We need to stop prescribing this drug. And they take it away. Just like that. They just rip it away. And then we're left to just suffer. Are you on any statin drug? I don't even know what statin is. Beta or bat. What is statin drug? Those pills for Society Peaceful. I don't know what that is. Society Peaceful? A therapist. Yeah. No, therapists can't prescribe medication. It's the other one. I don't know a tremendous amount about it. I just have the places I go, and I don't remember, like, it's like psychiatry, I think. I wish I could look it up, but I'm on my phone. Have a look at Roseanne experiment. What is the Roseanne experiment? I agree. Yes. Cholesterol drug. Oh, cholesterol drug. No, I'm not on any cholesterol drug or any heart drugs. Blood pressure. I'm not on any of those. I have like really good blood pressure. Really, really good blood pressure. It's actually on the lower side. So yeah, I'm not on any other drug but sleep medication at this point, and I'm really hoping that I come off of that soon. The longer I'm off of the benzos, I think the better the sleep will be. Yeah, cholesterol medication. So no, I only take trazodone and hydroxyzine. Nothing else. Nothing else. Everything else is good. Oh, and I do have a HS, and I take a shot in the stomach once a month for that. I don't know what the drug is called because I'm in a study. They did tell me the name of it, but like I'm on that too. But that I will be on for life because HS is an extremely painful disease. And now that I'm on this drug, I'm in remission. And I can't imagine ever going back to having how painful that disease is. So that I do take, that I will take for life. But I don't have any side effects from it. Like the day I started taking it, I've never had any side effects from that drug for my HS treatment. Like Lipitor. Lipitor. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never been on any cholesterol or high blood pressure. I've never been on any of that medicine, so don't quite know what the name is. Nobody's metabolism is the same as everybody else's, but they'll give you the same pills. Everybody is affected different. Eat by even food. I completely agree. Um, all our bodies are so different. Like some people go into withdrawal even though you're still taking the medication. I never went into withdrawal. Never. I think it's crazy because I've taken Cymbalta in the past when I was having postpartum with my son. And I stopped taking that, just cold turkey, just stopped taking Cymbalta after a couple months. And felt dizzy for a few days, and that was it. That's why I didn't realize that you could actually have withdrawal, because came off of that really easy with my one, and then I did Zoloft for a few months, came off of that super easy. Amitriptyline, I came off of that really easy. Benzos was horrible, but then I was on Seroquel and gabapentin. I stopped taking those, not meaning to. I was trying to taper down, but I just like spaced it out and didn't have any withdrawal symptoms from those. And so it's kind of like I do pretty well with coming off of medications, but benzos was excruciating. And it goes to show me just how potent it is that I can come off of Seroquel, gabapentin, Cymbalta, amitriptyline, Zoloft, and be like good. I was good. But then benzos were just horrific. Tolerance withdrawal. Yeah, you had that, Mary. I couldn't imagine, because then like you're scared to come off of it, but you can't stay on it because you're having that. So that's awful. That is awful. All right, I think I'm gonna let my daughter take me to her friend's house. It is scary with your 15-and-a-half-year-old driving you places. Like, you want to put bubble wrap around the car. Like, it's almost like one wrong move and your car's just, so it's scary. But they have to learn. And we started in like a parking lot, and we started like just in like track housing and around the housing development. And but you can only do that so long before you get around other cars, and then you're like, ugh. Bye, Erin. Be careful in this heat. See you tomorrow. You too, Mary. Just try to stay out of the heat, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back for a live 12 o'clock Pacific time. So West Coast. And I will see you guys at 12 o'clock. All right. Bye, guys.